Hey, what's up everybody? Zaya from 48 Detailing, hoping you're having a great day. Right behind me we have this Porsche Taycan that we're doing a full front paint protection film application on, including our windshield protection film and then also our 5-year nano resin ceramic coating from Dr. Beaslesy. Now this is going to be a process that we're going to take you through step by step and show you all the little intricacies on what we do to go ahead and get this vehicle specifically dialed in, looking great and protected for our customer. Thank you so much for joining and I hope you enjoy.
After the vehicle has been properly hand washed, clay bar treatment, and panel prepped, we go ahead and apply slip solution to the areas that we're going to be working on. This allows the film to be easily maneuvered during the initial application. As you can see, Mark is peeling the back layer of the film to go ahead and remove it from our peel board and then apply it to the hood of the Porsche Taycan. Now this is 2021 Porsche Taycan. We do consider this application a large size vehicle. We have 3 different levels: regular, medium, and large. And because of the amount of material that we're using, the amount of painted areas that we're covering, this is considered a large vehicle for a full front application. Now, after the film has been properly maneuvered and placed, it is time to go ahead and squeegee out that excess slip solution so the light adhesive on the back of the film can start to tack down onto the paint. Now, this adhesive is not permanent. It is supposed to be removed in the future, and that is the whole point of paint protection film, is to protect your paint underneath, let the film take the damage, and when it does take the damage, you're able to easily remove that film and then expose fresh, brand new paint underneath.
Alright Mark, thank you for that beautiful hood installation. As you can see, this is how the hood looks like after we're done installing the film. Now there's a lot of excess over here, but essentially what Mark does, or our technicians do, is go ahead and cut off the excess so we have just enough film to go ahead and wrap underneath the edge. Now this is super important, guys. If we just use a standardized pattern on this hood, you're going to have an edge or a seam line that goes all across the hood, collecting dirt and grime over the years. So even though this is extra material that we're wasting, even though it takes extra time to go ahead and do this process, we want to make sure we take care of this for you so you get a nice, good, clean finish on your hood installation, as well as all the other installations on the vehicle. Now I'm going to show you an example on what this looks like after it's cut, trimmed, and then we're ready to go ahead and tack it down. Alright guys, so right over here is a perfect example. You can see that Mark went ahead and cut out the excess of the film from that bulk hood installation. And as you can see, we have just enough film over here to go ahead and wrap along this edge and have a nice seamless finish for this hood.
And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. As you can see on this 4Runner that we worked on previously, this is how that seamless finish looks after those edges are tacked down. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to this Corvette C8 that we're also doing a full front application on. Sadly, I wasn't able to get any more footage on the Porsche Taycan because we had to jump to the C8 to meet a customer's deadline. Remember guys, we are an operating business and we want to make sure that we meet our customers' needs, wants, and deadlines in a very timely manner. So right now what you guys are seeing is going to be our fender applications on the Corvette. Very similar to what we would do on the Porsche. You're seeing Mark weed out the excess film from the pattern that we printed out from our GraphTech plotter. Now remember guys, there's 2 ways to apply film to a vehicle surface. The first one is a custom bulk, which is what you saw with the hood installation, and now what you're seeing is a pattern that we went ahead and customized, extended edges, so we get very similar results as a custom bulk installation, but we still get the accuracy of a laser cut pattern for the vehicles that we're working on. Same process with the hood removal on the peel board. Mark is going to peel the backing off the paint protection film and then go ahead and spray our slip solution both on the panel and also on the film itself. And then we're going to go ahead and apply that film to the surface. Now, the difference between what we do with patterns and a bulk installation is that patterns, we do have edges and things like that that we do need to line up. Now, the important part with what we do compared to a lot of the competition is that we extend those edges so we can still wrap them around the fender or whatever we're working on at the time, so you still have a really nice seamless finish. And you'll see an example of these extended edges a little bit later in the video, but one thing I want to show you guys right now in this clip is so important. Now, like I said before, guys, in previous videos, we do all we can to go ahead and prevent contamination on the surface of your vehicle. We go through a full hand wash process, a clay bar treatment, we brush down nooks and crannies, and make sure to get your car as clean as possible before applying film, correcting it, or ceramic coatings. But as you can see, there are 2 specks of contamination that are underneath this film right now that Mark is going to go ahead and address. And this is the key takeaway, guys. There's a lot of companies out there that will just go ahead and leave that be and continue the process. But we work things panel by panel, and we make sure to inspect each panel after we apply the film, because there is still time to go ahead and remove that contamination before that film starts to bond to the surface. What Mark is doing right now is flooding the film with our slip solution to loosen up that contamination from the adhesive of the film and then remove it from the panel. After that, he's going to squeegee that surface one more time to make sure that it's perfectly clean, and then reapply the film to the surface, and then do another inspection to make sure that that contamination is gone. And as you can see, after that film is applied, the contamination has been properly removed from underneath the film, so our customer doesn't have to deal with a little speck of dust underneath the film. Now, we do this on every panel that we work on. After a panel is applied, we go ahead and wipe it down, inspect it, make sure that there is no contamination, and then go ahead and move on to the next panel. And remember when I was talking to you guys a few moments ago about extending edges on these pre-cut patterns? This is actually a perfect example. Mark went ahead and extended this very visible edge on this Corvette's fender, so we have a little bit of excess film to go ahead and wrap along that edge to avoid any seam lines. Now, we do this on every single vehicle that comes through our doors. We take the time to inspect it prior to see what we can do to improve the aesthetic looks of the film application and get these final results that you're seeing right here. These are the final results of the Porsche Taycan of the full front application, our 5-year Dr. Beasley's nano resin coating, and of course the Corvette's going to be coming up in a few moments as well, and that was a full front application with our 3-year ceramic coating application. And as you can see, the paint is gorgeous, it's protected, and the front end is going to be protected from all those chips and scratches as well in all those high impact areas. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comment below. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.